Welcome one, welcome all to the UKC. I'm your host, TopGearTim, and tonight for our main event we have the Team King Championship match and also the World King Championship match. But before that, we do have to go through the 1v1 championship matches as well, which is coming up next. So grab some popcorn and enjoy the show. This first match is for the 998 Championship. Introducing first, he holds a professional record of 2 wins, 5 losses. Representing Mexico, enter Tokio!
You will find me time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting time after time.
And his opponent, holding a professional record of 1 win and 1 loss. Representing the USA, Echo!
Well, summer all I did was rest, okay? And New Year's all I did was stretch, okay? And Valentine's Day I had sex, okay? We'll see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay, okay, we'll see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay, okay, we'll see what's about to happen.
Alright, and here we are in the 998 Championship match. We got Enter Tokio in a Noble M400 versus Echo in his Koenigsegg CCGT. And they have picked their corners. And here we go. It is ZpecR who starts off with the crown here, although he runs straight into a pole there. Here comes Tokio, trying to go for the cutoff. Unsuccessful. Echo still making a run for it. 10 seconds and counting. We'll see what the game plan is here for Tokio. Now, ZpecR, ooh, he loses right there to Tokio. But ZpecR, he has played with that car so many times. He's just so familiar with how to drive that CCGT. It is one of his signature cars. But here comes Tokio, though, catching up to ZpecR as ZpecR swipes it right back. And now it's Tokio back on the chase. Unable to get it right there. ZpecR makes a turnaround. See what he's about to do here. He fakes a reverse and goes forward. He jukes out Tokio there. But Tokio is still right behind him, right on his tailpipes. Is he going to get the tag right here? He is not going to. ZpecR still making a run for it. He fakes a turn there and still keeps going, but he runs straight into the pole, which may have actually helped him in this scenario. We don't like to see that type of getaway, but it is what it is here. He runs into the pole, but this time it's Tokio who capitalizes on that and is able to run with the crown here. 20 seconds and counting for Tokio. He makes it around outside with his Noble M400. And he is creating some sort of space here. ZpecR kind of taking it back, kind of taking it slow, but that actually paid out for him as Tokio crashes into that barrier. And now it's ZpecR who gets the crown again. He's racked up a minute now. And here's Tokio, now also kind of laying back. Not sure what ZpecR is going to do, but he actually takes it as ZpecR seemed to have kind of bogged a little bit, unable to get away from that corner. And here's Tokio, 40 seconds and counting. A very close match between these two. And here comes ZpecR, and he's able to outbrake the M400 in his CCGT. And is able to swipe the crown here. Now he's taking around the outside, trying to create some space here, but that Noble M400 is absolutely relentless. But here goes ZpecR, goes into reverse, fakes forward, and goes back into reverse, but unable to do it as Tokio swipes the crown right away, racking up to 50 seconds now. Confuses ZpecR here a little bit, but ZpecR actually makes a cut and is able to tag Tokio right on the rear quarter panels here. Here comes Tokio, though, still on the chase. ZpecR with 1 minute and 30 on the clock, almost 1 minute 30 on the clock, and Tokio swipes it away, and he's going to rack up about a minute as well. Here comes ZpecR. Will he be able to evade him? And he's not going to evade him as ZpecR takes it again, but here comes Tokio again. He takes it right back, letting ZpecR know that it is his crown. And here goes Tokio trying to create some space here. ZpecR looks a little bit confused here, but he is still on the chase. And oh my god, did you see how close that was? ZpecR just barely missing Tokio in that Noble M400. And Tokio still trying to create some space here. 1 minute and 20 for Tokio. He's catching up to ZpecR right here. And oh my god, he fakes out ZpecR once again. ZpecR coming millimetrically close to tagging the crown, but is so close, but not enough. But it is ZpecR who actually tags him, and third time is the charm for ZpecR. It seems like Tokio could not pull that juke for the 3rd time in a row here, but it's ZpecR now trying to create some space. 1 minute 50 and counting for ZpecR, and Tokio on the chase now, trying to get as much time as possible, trying to learn 6God here, trying to call out his move, so to speak, trying to anticipate what 6God is going to do. But 6God in that CCGT, absolutely ruthless. And here's Tokio getting a little bit confused here, locking up under braking. And 6God is able to create some space here, but he's going to get trapped, although Tokio understeers a little bit, allowing 6God to get away, and he's already on the other side of the map. He makes a turnaround as he sees Tokio going for the cutoff, and Tokio unable to tag him earlier, but now he is able to swipe him as 6God crashes, taking full advantage of that. Tokio, a minute and 39 seconds as 6God swipes it away, and he's got 2 minutes and 27 seconds and counting. And what is he going to do? He stops there for a little bit, looking at what Tokio is going to do, and then he just runs away in that CCGT, an absolutely amazing car for this class, not just for 1v1s, but for any sort of mode. And oh my god, 6God with a juke of his own, going back and forth, confusing the crap out of Tokio there, and 6God is able to make a run from it. He is racking up almost 3 minutes now, 5 more seconds, and he gets the victory here if he keeps it for the rest of the time. Will Tokio get it before him? Oh my god, right before he gets the 3-minute mark, Tokio gets it. If Tokio keeps it for the rest of the match, it is his game. Will he be able to do it? He has a minute and 49 seconds and counting. Here comes 6God. He is able to get away here, making some space, but here comes 6God again, catching up. The Noble M400 has to do everything in his power to keep it for the rest of the match. 1 minute remaining. If he keeps it for 1 more minute, he will win this match. And oh my god, 6God coming so close to tagging it, but not quite there. Tokio is still trying to create some space here, and he absolutely gets decimated by 6God on the read, who will now win the match as he's now got 3 minutes on the clock. And Tokio, even though the match is already over, he is going to do everything he can to get as much time as possible, and that is what we like to see here. Tokio not backing down without a fight here. Going on the inside, going for the cutoff. 6God reverses. Tokio goes for the cutoff, but it's 6God who reverses again, goes forward and reverses again. And he's driving in reverse now, and he's now on the other side of the map as Tokio is trying to see through that puff of cloud of smoke that 6God is laying on. Oh my god, did you see how close that was? But Tokio ultimately gets it within the last few seconds of the game here. He is going to try to shut down the game here, holding it for the rest of the game, but 6God not letting it happen. And he will finish the round out right there. And congratulations to 6God, who just became the 998 champion. The winner of this match, and new 998 champion of the world, Echo! Alright, I'm here with the winner, Echo, and congratulations for becoming the first ever 998 champion. What's going through your mind right now?
Pretty good, you know, it was a solid game. Like I said, shout out to Tokio, and yeah, I know it's tough, you know, to beat a CCGT with a Noble, and yeah, it was a great match, man. Look forward to play more matches and shit, like 950, 900, and all that in the future. But other than that, yeah.
Absolutely, we'll be looking forward to seeing you in other classes as well. Good luck in your future endeavors.
All right, thank you.
This next match is for the 950 championship. Introducing first, he holds a professional record of 3 wins, 5 losses, representing Mexico, Speed. And his opponent, he holds a professional record of 7 wins and 3 losses, representing the United Kingdom, Ash. Alright, here we are in the 950 championship match. Speed 05 in his super van and Ash in his Exocet off-road Forza edition. Now Ash doesn't have a 950 car, he's got a 919 car, so maybe he's got a little parts combo, maybe he's got a little, you know, a little trick up his sleeve. We'll see how this match goes down. And they have picked their corners. And here we go. It's Ash who starts off with the crown. He doesn't move. He's waiting for Ash to come, or Speed rather, to come to him in a super van. But as Speed gets close, of course, Ash is going to make a run for it. What is Ash going to have to do? What is Speed going to have to do to try to catch that Exocet? It does seem like Ash is just taking it slow, running around in circles here, knowing exactly, he knows that he doesn't have to do anything too crazy right off the start here. He does run into the pole there, unfortunately for him. And Speed following very closely behind that Exocet, but he's not able to do it. Look at the turning radius on that Exocet, absolutely incredible. Oh, and he still makes it away from there. I could have sworn he was going to be tagged by Speed right at that very moment, but he does not. Speed, though, not going down without a fight. He is still going for it. Oh, he just barely misses him by just a few inches. And just look at the turning radius. Look at the snap on that Exocet. Just absolutely incredible stuff. Here comes Speed, though, trying to go for the tag here, and he is successful. Speed is now on the board in his super van. On paper, the super van is a much better vehicle. It is, in fact, a race car, whereas the Exocet is just a stripped down Miata. But in this case, Ash, he just absolutely knows how to drive the crap out of that Exocet, and Speed is just having issues trying to, you know, create some space, or having issues creating space rather, as he is trying to chase Ash. But Ash just able to snap away at the last second with how good that turning is and how snappy it is for that Exocet. Speed running into the pole here, unable to capitalize on Ash. What is going to happen? And he gets it this time. Now, will Speed be able to keep it for a minute and 30 seconds, as that is how far he is behind for? Here comes Ash, going for the cutoff. What is Speed going to do? Oh, he crashes into the wall there, which actually ultimately helps him out. In this case, again, we don't like to see that, but it is what it is. Here comes Ash, going for the cutoff. Will he be able to tag him right there? No, the super van too good of turning. But here comes Ash. He cuts it tight, and oh my god, what a line by Ash, as he cuts it in real tight and goes on the inside and tags the super van on the left rear quarter panel. Here comes Speed, going for the cutoff, but Ash smartly turns around once again. Must be so frustrating for Speed trying to catch that Exocet, but he is not giving up. He is right there, right on his tailpipes. Ash running around in circles, almost as if he's taunting him. 2 minutes on the board for Ash. Here goes Speed. Unfortunately crashes into the wall, so he's going to have to regroup. He tries to read Ash, but he doesn't do it. He crashes again. Will he get it right here? No, he doesn't. Speed just having issues catching Ash right here. But here it comes. Here comes Ash, rather. 2 minutes, 20 seconds, and Speed with less than 40 seconds on the board. He is going to have to take the crown here within a few seconds, or else this game will be over for Speed. 30 seconds, that is all Speed has in order to keep staying in this game. Ash needs to keep it for now less than 20 seconds. If he keeps it for 20 seconds, he has his game in the bag, because once he gets 3 minutes, it is over. And Speed, realizing that, he goes for the cut. He probably has about 1 or 2 more stabs left. He's being cautious right here, but he really needs to play aggressive. He almost tags him right there. He probably has about 1 more stab right there. That was his last opportunity. Probably one final attempt here at getting it. If he gets it right here, he stays in the game, and he doesn't. And Ash just absolutely not allowing it to happen. Speed must be so frustrated at this point, but again, he's not giving up, and that's what I love to see in these scenarios, in these matches. We love the fighting spirit. Here comes Ash, trying to play, you know, make a playful move here, as now he knows he's won it. Here goes Speed, though, not letting up on the chase. He is still chasing Ash here. He does get caught up on the pole once again, and Ash is just going on a Sunday drive, unfortunately, for Speed here. He knows he's got the game in the bag. He feels a lot more confident. There's no more pressure on him, so he's just trying to make Speed look like a fool here, but Speed capitalizes on that and gets the crown here. Now 45 seconds and counting. Ash tries to go for the swipe there, doesn't get it. And Speed now trying to make Ash look like a fool here, as payback, so to speak, for what he did here. But Ash not having any bit of it. He takes the crown again. 3 minutes and 45 seconds and counting for Ash. Speed, though, again, not letting up so easy. He is still chasing it. He is still on the hunt, trying to rack up as much time as possible, trying to cut the gap as much as he can in his super van. And Ash just so smartly playing here, turning around at the correct times, turning around at the right moments, making the right moves. And he just knows Speed so well. These two are 2v2 partners, so they know each other very well. But Ash, he does seem to be the one that knows the other one better. And Speed goes for that slide tactic, but doesn't work here. And Ash almost gets caught in the corner, but Speed was already losing control. But he actually gets it as he recovers from that. And now Speed gets it for a minute. But Ash just not letting up, not letting Speed have any time on the clock at all. 4 minutes and a half, 4.5 minutes for Speed, Ash, and counting as he plays the juking game with Speed. Here comes Speed, though. Not very happy with that. He gets the crown. Will he keep it for the rest of the match? And Ash says, no way, Jose, as he grabs the crown once more. Oh my god, Speed almost gets him right at the end there, but Ash not allowing it to happen. And what a dominant performance by Ash, and congratulations to Ash, because he is now the 950 champion. The winner of this match, and new 950 champion of the world, Ash! Alright, I'm here with the winner, Ash, who just became the 950 champion. What a dominant performance today, Ash. How are you feeling today?
Good, thanks. It was, a good game. Speed, good friend of mine, we play a lot together, so it was fun to, have a competitive match with him, I guess.
Absolutely. Well, you did win quite convincingly today. An absolute dominant performance. And your car, again, does seem to be quite suitable for not just the higher classes, but also the lower classes as well. So are you trying to go for other championships, or are you just sticking to the ones that you have now? What's the game plan?
Yeah, I'd say, challenge the other class categories. I mean, I don't see why not. My car is pretty fun, and yeah, as you say, it works very well in all the classes, really. I'm pretty happy with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd love to take on all the other competitors, I guess.
We cannot wait to see it. Perhaps a potential match against Spec in his Metro. That is quite the dangerous combination there.
Yeah, I would like to see that. His Metro is pretty good. It's quite challenging to play against.
Well, we'll be looking forward to seeing you out there in the future, and good luck.
Alright, thanks, Tim.
This match is for the 800 Championship. Introducing first, she holds a professional record of 2 wins and 3 losses. Representing the USA, Rayma!
I'm in the field like a great white. Put up a post and these gon' bite. I really pop it, they think that I rank. On the bomb, my aim bang unite. Whole gang is lit, they gon' boom when I light it. She do.
And her opponent, he holds a professional record of 5 wins and 1 loss. Representing the USA, Youdagrinch!
Whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. Radio won't even play my...
Alright, so here we are in the 800 championship match. We got Rayma 500 in the BMW Izetta, and Youdagrinch in the International Harvester Scout. We'll see what happens. And they have picked their corners. And here we go. It's going to be Rayma who starts off with the crown. Here comes the International Harvester right away, right off the bat. Takes it away from the Izetta. Now these two are very different cars, as you can see. It's almost like a David and Goliath battle here. IZeta, one of the smallest cars in the world, and the International Scout. I mean, it's a 1v1 scenario. You want tight, fast, nimble cars, but Grinch, who's in a big SUV, an old one at that, he just knows how to drive that thing, and this is the perfect example of the personalities in these two players right here. Rayma in the IZeta, Grinch in the International Harvester. They're not picking what's really the best, but they're picking what they want to pick, and as you can see, it is working. It almost worked for Rayma right there as she gets away out of a narrow one, but Grinch gets it. But then it's Rayma who takes it right back. 20 seconds and counting for Rayma in the IZeta. Here comes the International. Rayma seems to panic a little bit, and Grinch gets it, capitalizes on that. 40 seconds and counting for Grinch, but here comes Rayma on the chase. What is Grinch gonna do here? He is just running it. He's using the power to advantage here. Rayma, not so much powerful, but such a small car, it can go around in so many tight spaces. That is what she's going to have to utilize, but it looks like Grinch who's taking the lead here with 1 minute on the board. Rayma trails by about 40 seconds. And Grinch looking like he's going to have to use the power to his advantage. As you can see, a lot of smoke coming from those rear tires. He is sliding a lot. He's not very nimble. He's not very tight, but he is able to use the power to his advantage. And right there, almost gets tagged by Rayma, but just barely makes it out. And again, he uses the power slide technique and makes it away from that scenario, but Rayma not letting up so easy. She is on the chase, on the tailpipes of that International. She tries to look for an alternative route here and goes for the cutoff and is successful this time. Grinch tried to yank on that handbrake, but just a little bit too late. And here's Rayma trying to go for the cutoff here. She's actually trying to power out. She's trying to outpower the powerful car, and she gets out temporarily here. Will she be able to make it out of the situation? Tries to do the International Harvester, and it works. And Rayma's creating some space here, and Grinch still not letting up. Still on the chase here. Gets brake checked by the IZeta, and Grinch gets caught up on the pole, allowing Rayma to create some, or get some space here. And here comes the International Harvester. Did you see how fast he was coming in with the International Harvester? So much power in that truck, just so hard to escape. But here comes Rayma, absolutely just avenging that loss, or rather that tag, by getting it again. But Grinch is the one that puts a stop to that. Gets the crown again. A lot of back and forth here. Grinch, although nearing up to 2 minutes now, which is almost a 1 minute lead on Rayma. 3 minutes left in the game, so she still has half the game left, but she will start having to play more aggressive here if she wants a chance to stay in the game, because the minute lead in a 6 minute game is a big lead. And here goes Grinch with the crown here, not making that job any easier for Rayma, but Rayma going for the cutoff here. Unsuccessful. She is now on the chase, and Grinch fakes a turnaround, but Rayma not fooled, still on the chase. And Grinch, he's gonna run out of real estate here, and Rayma's gonna have to go for the cutoff. Oh, but Grinch fakes the brake check and keeps going, which allows him to create some space. But here comes Rayma, and oh my god, so close, but what a getaway from Grinch there. But here comes Rayma again. Grinch pulls the same thing and is able to make it out of there. Rayma does need to tag it here soon, because Grinch, he only has 10 more seconds, and the game will be in the bag for him. But here comes Rayma. She's got one more stab at it. Will she be able to get it before he hits the 3 minute mark? Oh my god, what a getaway! Almost! And Grinch just barely gets the 3 minute mark. Now, we don't know what's gonna happen here. If Rayma keeps it for the rest of the match, we could have a potential tie game. We never know with these Forza times. It's never sure, but Grinch, making sure that doesn't happen, takes the crown again and seals the game. But Rayma not going down without a fight. A minute 20 seconds and counting for Rayma, trying to make sure that the gap is no bigger than it needs to be. And again, we love to see the fighting spirit. Even if you know the game is over, we love to see the great match, and this is what it's all about. These two have been juking left and right each other. Right on cue. Oh my god, did you see how close that was between the International and the IZeta? Just literally inches away from each other, but Rayma makes it out, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. The David and Goliath here. Rayma in the IZeta just able to squeeze out of the tiniest spaces, but Grinch does get it once more. But what a fantastic match. Regardless of the results here, we have seen so many jukes and brake checks. I don't think we've seen anything like this. And here comes Rema going for the cut, but Grinch manages to escape there somehow. And Grinch is still going to create some space here. 3.5 minutes and counting for Grinch. Rema again trying to go for the cutoff, but gets brake checked again by Grinch in that International Harvester. Here comes Rema though. Will she be able to get it before the match is over? Or will Grinch keep it for the rest of the time? He does seem to be doing a little bit more, slides. Although that is what he has to do. He is a little bit more confident now that he has the game in the bag. And Rema does get it. Will she rack up for 2 minutes here? I think she does. And no, she does not. As Grinch not allowing that to happen. As he racks up 4 minutes of his own. And Rema with 1 minute and 59. But congratulations. What a performance by Grinch. And he is now the 800 champion. Congratulations. The winner of this match, and new 800 division champion of the world, Uber the Grinch. Alright, I'm here with the winner, Grinch, who just became the 800 championship. Congratulations, Grinch. What's going through your mind right now?
Honestly, it's a great feeling to win 800. I really love 800. It's my favorite class. Gotta hand it all to the Scout though. Scout carried me all through there. All the car, no skill. I'm not good at the game. It's all the car. Fucking great car. That's all I gotta say.
Awesome. Loving the Scout. Loving the performance. Are you gonna be pushing for any other divisions, or are you just gonna stick to the 800?
I mean, who knows? Maybe I can whip up a saucy 900 tune for the Scout, but we'll see.
Well, nonetheless, congratulations, Grinch, and good luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you, man.
This match is for the 850 championship. Introducing first, he holds a professional record of 6 wins and 1 loss. Representing the USA, Uber the Grinch.
Whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. Radio won't even play my jam.
Introducing his opponent, he holds a professional record of 5 wins and 5 losses. Representing China, ZpecR. Of the evening, we got Youdagrinch making an appearance again in his International Scout for the 850 Division Championship against ZpecR in his Metro. And they've picked their corners. And here we go. It's going to be Spec who starts off with the crown in his Metro. Grinch going for the early tag, but gets stopped by the pole. Spec again in one of the best cars for 1v1, such a great turning radius, very snappy, mid-engined, very responsive, one of the best cars, a very optimized car for a matchup like this. And Grinch, he isn't a very big International Harvester, but he knows how to drive. If anybody's going to know how to drive an International Harvester Scout, it's going to be Grinch. And we'll see what happens in this match here. And Grinch, there it is. Even though Spec was trying to confuse him, is Grinch who's able to outpower the Metro, but he does get caught here as Grinch seems like he was trying to play the Metro's own game, but that is going to cost him. And Grinch now on the chase, and Spec just absolutely running it with the crown here. Look at how seamlessly he is navigating around these poles. Just absolutely amazing driving by Spec, but also that car, just an absolute beast of a car. He's tuned it to perfection, and here comes Grinch going for the cut there, but a little bit too late, and once more a little bit too late again. And Spec smartly turning around. Here comes Grinch though. Will he be able to read the turnaround? He does, but he's just not there. It seems like that international scout is holding him back, even though he knows exactly what Spec is going to do. And Spec tries to go for the brake check, but Grinch is able to just clip the front bumper of that Metro. But Spec returns the favor by clipping the front bumper of the international scout and gets the crown again. A minute and 25 seconds and counting for Spec. Here comes Grinch. He's going to have to start to, you know, cut down the lead here. And as I say that, he does get it. 15 seconds and counting for Grinch. He turns around, which may not be the best idea for Spec. And Spec showing him exactly why that was correct. And Spec goes for the brake check here. Ooh, looks like he stalled there. And Grinch makes a perfect capitalization on that. Here comes Spec though. But Grinch, he's got so much power. Will he be able to outpower the Metro? He does. But Grinch does run into the pole here. Backs up into the pole again, but actually makes it out. And he's able to create some space here, although Spec not letting up on the chase. Oh my god, he's still right there. And Grinch, look at how fast he's going across the map, but Spec not letting up on that chase. And Spec, it does pay off for him as he gets the crown again. A minute 44 now and counting. And Grinch, here he comes, going for the tag. Unable to quite do it there. And Spec smartly turns around, knowing exactly the weaknesses and capabilities of the international scout, but no matter, because Grinch knows exactly how to drive it, as I have said, and now he has got the crown again. Although Spec, he is just on that chase. Oh my gosh, so close to tagging him, and he finally gets it, but wow, what a close tag that was. And Grinch, again, now he's on the chase, but not far behind either, as he is sniffing the tailpipe, so to speak. And here comes Grinch, going for the cut on the turnaround, but unable to do so as Spec creates some space. Able to create some space around the turns here. That acceleration off the dig is so impressive in that Metro. Mid-engine, just perfect form for this type of match. And Spec with a minute and 20 and counting, or 2 minutes and 20 and counting rather. He is closing in. Now Grinch, he's got less than a minute. He has to make a move quick. He has to get the crown before Spec gets it for 3 minutes, or else he will not be in the game no longer. And he goes for the tag right there, but just barely misses. Gets the recovery. Does he get it this time? He goes for it. He goes for the cut, and Spec, it does seem like he panicked there a little bit, and he does lose it. 2 minutes and 41 for Spec, so Grinch still has about a 20-second leeway. He brake checks the crap out of Spec, breaking his axles, and here comes Grinch. He does it again a second time in his international, and he makes it out. Here comes Spec, though, recovering so fast in that Metro. Now Grinch, he's got about a 15-second leeway here. If he gets it in within the next, now about 10 seconds, he will be able to stay in the game. But it seems like he does overshoot it there. He's in reverse now. Not a very good look. If he gets it right here, he might have a chance. And he does! 2 minutes 57 for Spec. And Grinch stops the run there. If he keeps it for the rest of the match, Grinch does have a chance to win. But Spec, making sure that doesn't happen, takes the crown right back from Grinch. And he will get it for 3 minutes and counting. But Grinch, again, not want to let up so easy. He is going to stay on the chase. He's going to make sure that lead is cut by as much as he can. A minute 20 on the clock, but still relentless. He goes for the cut, and it does seem like it's the international that's letting the driver down. But that Metro is just on a league of its own compared to the international there. Oh my god, right there, just Spec able to hit the brakes on the spot, stopping on the dime, sending the international flying. And Grinch, not taking very kindly to that one, takes the crown right back from Spec. A minute and 30 seconds for Grinch and counting. Spec not allowing Grinch to get away. Oh, and Grinch with an amazing move here, pulls it right into reverse, sending Spec flying. And that will be payback for what he did earlier. But here comes Spec. Will he be able to capitalize? Ooh, it looks like Grinch would have made it out if it wasn't for that pole. But again, it's one of those scenarios where you can only push the international so much. Grinch knows exactly how to drive that international on the limits, but at the limit, the international is just not comparable to the Metro driven by Spec. And Spec is just racking it up here. 4 minutes and counting. Will Grinch be able to tag it before the end of the match? Spec not allowing that to happen. Spec has a big slide, but unable to get capitalized on by Grinch here. And Spec still running it. Oh, Grinch comes inches from tagging him, but he doesn't do it. And that will round out the game. What a performance by Spec. A valiant effort by Grinch as well in the International Scout. But congratulations to Spec. He is now the 850 champion. the winner of this match. And new 850 division champion of the world, ZpecR. Alright, I'm here with the winner, ZpecR, who just defeated Grinch to become the 850 champion. Spec, what's going through your mind right now?
I just felt like my fireworks were better than his.
A humble man, I see. Well, are you looking to, compete in any other championships? Are you looking to stay at the 850? What's the game plan moving forward?
Well, I'd want to do the 900 one. I actually also have a car for that, but I had no matches in the qualifying.
Gotcha. Well, I do believe Ash is looking for a 900 match as well, and if things align, we might see a Spec versus Ash, Metro versus Exocet match, which will be very exciting. But nonetheless, congratulations, Spec, on winning the 850 champion, and good luck in your future endeavors.
Yep, thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first main event of the evening, and it is for the World Team King Championship. Introducing first, he is the blocker for this team. He holds a professional record of 2 wins, no losses, representing the USA, Panda.
I got broads in Atlanta, just to lean the family. Credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the van. Legacies, family, wait and see, look like a panda. Going out like a Montana.
And his partner, he is the runner for their team. He holds a professional record of 3 wins and 3 losses, representing the USA, TopGearTim.
On the water squawk, your dirty moment count.
And their opponent, introducing the blocker, he holds a professional record of 2 wins and 1 loss, representing Spain, BernyPGames7. And his partner, he is the runner for their team. He holds a professional record of 4 wins and 1 loss, representing the USA, TUNER MARK.
Calico, I'm back and got them hollows, bitch, I bring the heat. Pull up on your block and wet up the spot shut down the whole street. Bullet shells hitting the pavement like it was raindrops. I am the ghost and I am the killer, scoping the Glock, you equipped with the red dot. You try.
Alright, here we go with the first main event. Here we go. Bernie starts off with the crown here, so he is a blocker, so that means there's not going to be any deductions or anything like that. So let's see what happens. TopGearTim has made it into the arena, and here's Bernie. Unfortunately, gets tripped up on the entrance there, and he actually respawns. And TUNER MARK and TopGearTim ready for the interception as Bernie makes it up again. Actually makes it above both of them, but actually it's Panda who gets the interception and is able to take the crown for their team. Will he be able to find TopGearTim? And TopGearTim goes for the cut, and he does get it. And he is now on the board. Let's see what he does here. Now the team of TUNER MARK and Bernie, a very lethal team. Again, although both these teams are undefeated, TUNER MARK is such a great player. He's probably #1 pound for pound in the league right now. The rankings have not come out yet, but once they come out, we will be able to determine who is pound for pound #1. And as I say that, right on cue, TUNER MARK goes in for the tag, able to cut TopGearTim off here. TUNER MARK does do a turnaround here, but TopGearTim is actually able to read it, but is unable to capitalize on it as he runs straight into the wall. No cigar there as he gets ran by Bernie. Bernie doing a very good job of blocking, but TUNER MARK gets cut off by F50, aka Panda, in this game, and makes a pass back to TopGearTim, who is now currently in the lead because Bernie is the blocker. So even though he is in first, or he was in first, it will not count. It's only the runner's time that counts. But TopGearTim runs himself into a trap here of Bernie, who Let's see if they're going to able to make a tag here. They're not going to. Bernie does not seem to be able to find Tuner, but he does eventually, as Tuner and Bernie able to make it out of that situation. Bernie is doing a good job staying on TopGearTim here and trying, you know, not allowing TopGearTim to, you know, get free space or get free time on the board. And with Bernie staying on TopGearTim like that, you know, it's gonna make it very difficult for TopGearTim. However, Bernie does let it slip, and TUNER MARK gets cut off by TopGearTim as he gets read by the Maserati. Now it's TopGearTim with the crown here, 45 seconds and counting. What will he do next? He does see Bernie, not that much of a threat at this point, as he can just kind of go, and then he, oh my god, narrowly escapes TUNER MARK, and then he seems to panic a little bit there, loses it to Bernie there. Seems to be a bit of a miscommunication between Panda and Tim in that scenario, letting that slip up. But Bernie, again, doing such a great job of blocking TopGearTim, not allowing him to, you know, get through easily at all. Now TUNER MARK now takes the lead with 58 seconds and counting. He gets into a bit of a sticky situation and makes it out, but Tuner gets caught by the F50 here. Oh, and they miss a pass. Will they be able to get it off right here? They do, but man, it does seem to be slipping a little bit for TopGearTim and Panda, although TopGearTim does take the lead now. And TUNER MARK, just look at the turning on that 599 XXE, just absolutely incredible. That Maserati driven by TopGearTim not able to make it out of there. And now it's Tuner who is in the lead, making a run for it. TopGearTim goes for the read, but is unable to do so. And Bernie, again, doing such a great job blocking TopGearTim, not allowing him to get any free time. And TUNER MARK is just able to run it. It's just a 1v1 scenario for him. And TopGearTim goes for the cutoff, but he's actually a little bit too late. Actually gets in the way of his partner, unfortunately for him. And TUNER MARK able to run it around the outside. And then Bernie with an interception, a little bit of protection maybe. I'm not sure if that was on purpose, but it does not matter as they get it back right away. Now TopGearTim is gonna have to start doing something here if he wants to stay in the game. You don't want to let Tuner have a lead, or, you know, have a big lead, because that's when he starts feeling comfortable. There's no more pressure at that point, and Tuner will just absolutely walk away here. Now Tuner has now created almost a 1 minute lead on TopGearTim, so they are going to have to step it up and stay in it if they want a chance of beating these two, this team right here. Now it's a 2v1 situation here, TUNER MARK versus F50 and TopGearTim at this point. F50 forces him wide, but TopGearTim's just not there to capitalize on it, and Bernie is right there to absolutely deck and block the crap out of TopGearTim, doing such a great job. Here goes F50 going for the chase. TopGearTim was going for the inside line, but gets denied and intercepted by Bernie, so he's going to have to reroute, going for the cutoff. Panda still on the chase of TUNER MARK, but TUNER MARK is smartly able to turn and evade away from the F50. TopGearTim going for the hard follow here, and he actually tries to use the wall to bounce off to get a better line with that, but that will not work for him, although F50 is able to capitalize on that and is able to get it. Now TopGearTim does have to find the crown from F50, but Bernie's doing such a good job of blocking. Will they be able to make a pass right here? They go for it. Oh, and they just barely miss each other. And now it is still open game. TopGearTim has to reroute. Here goes F50 though. I think they will find each other. They do. And now TopGearTim with a minute and counting, but he's almost 2 minutes behind. There is still plenty of time, but there is a lot of time for TopGearTim to catch up, or need to catch up rather. And unfortunately for him, he just runs straight into Bernie, who is going to make a pass to... Ooh, TopGearTim so close to intercepting that pass, almost making it happen, but it's not quite enough. He was just there just a split second too late, unable to get it from TUNER MARK. But TUNER MARK does get caught a little bit here, gets caught by F50 in this scenario. And now TopGearTim and F50. Oh, they go for the pass, but it gets intercepted by Bernie. What a save from them, and now they get another pass off to each other, and TUNER MARK is just extending the lead now with 2 minutes ahead of the competition for TUNER MARK and 3 minutes remaining in the game. TopGearTim has enough time, but he has to take it within the next minute or so and keep it for the rest of the match in order for them to have a chance at all. TopGearTim goes for the cutoff here, actually hesitates, but it actually pays out for him in the end, as he actually gets the crown, is able to get it from TUNER MARK finally. But TUNER MARK is right there on the chase, not letting up at all. TopGearTim with 1 minute and 30 seconds. He almost gets caught by the pillars, but he's making it out. He panics a little bit. He runs into the wall here. He backs up. I think he was trying to find F50 there, but just not allowing, TUNER MARK not allowing that to happen. And TUNER MARK swipes the crown away, and he is closing in on 4 minutes. And TopGearTim has to do something very quickly here in order for him to stay in the match. So once he gets to that 4-minute mark, it is looking quite bleak for the team of TopGearTim and F50. But here comes TopGearTim though, going for the cutoff. TUNER MARK though, he sees it coming. He sees F50 as well. And F50 doing a very good job getting in front of TUNER MARK, allowing TopGearTim to capitalize on the slowdown. But oh my god, TopGearTim loses it instantly as the ghost runs out. So unfortunate for him. But Bernie is able to absolutely ghost TopGearTim there right at the unghosting. Absolutely perfect timing by him, and is able to find TUNER once again. And there it is, 4 minutes on the board, and TopGearTim with less than 2 minutes, and there's only 2 minutes left in the game, and that will be it. Unfortunately for him, there is no more chance mathematically to win this match. But again, this is what we love to see. You know, even though the match is over, we love to see the fighting spirit. TopGearTim not giving up, although Bernie, who's also not letting up either, even though he knows he's won the game. Each and every one of these players are still playing to the maximum effort here. Panda finds TUNER MARK and gets it and passes it to his partner TopGearTim, and he will crack the 2 minutes, I believe, as he makes a run for it. And Panda with an absolutely amazing deck right there. Now here comes Bernie though, goes for the cutoff but is unable to do it. And TopGearTim is just going to make a run for it here. Oh, he jukes both of them. Very nicely done by TopGearTim, but he does not make it out of there. TUNER MARK is just so adept at turning and reversing at the same time, just able to get him in reverse. And that just shows the skill of TUNER MARK there. TopGearTim did have the right idea, but TUNER MARK with that mechanical ability is just too much. And that will round out the game here. Here comes TopGearTim going for the cutoff here. Will he be able to do it? Oh, unfortunately he runs into his own partner, is unable to do it. And Bernie with the block stops him dead in his tracks. And TopGearTim trying to push through Bernie. Not quite sure what he's doing here. Not the best move there. And TopGearTim reroutes. And TUNER MARK will walk away with it here. Over 5 minutes for TUNER MARK. And TopGearTim and F50 will take their first loss here in the 2v2, and TUNER MARK and BernyPGames. What a performance by these two. They have just become the 2v2, the Team King champions of the world. Congratulations by these two. What a performance. The winner of this match, and new World Team King champions, the team of BernyPGames7 and TUNER MARK. Alright, I'm here with the winners of the Team King championship match, BernyPGames and TUNER MARK. What's going through your minds right now?
Run, bro, like, Bernie did his thing, blocking and everything. It was good teamwork.
Absolutely. Well, you guys definitely won in a convincing manner. Who do you think will give you the hardest match in the upcoming weeks, considering you guys are the champions now? Everybody will be gunning for that championship.
Who's the other teams against? Fuck. I honestly forgot. I know probably Asher's team, definitely. It's him and Yukio, they're really like good. So
yeah, definitely. Well, everybody's gonna be wanting a piece of that gold, so to speak. But nonetheless, congratulations to both of you, and good luck in your future endeavors.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Top. And
Yes, sir. It was a good tournament.
This is the second main event of the evening, and it is for the World King Championship. Introducing first, he holds a professional record of 2 wins and 5 losses, representing the USA, KangaDundee. Introducing his opponent, he holds a professional record of 2 wins and 6 losses, representing Mexico. Enter Tokio.
Time after time, if you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time.
Up next, he holds a professional record of 2 wins and no losses, representing Canada, Mr. Mini Alex.
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't.
Up next, representing the USA, he holds a professional record of 5 wins and 1 loss. He is one half of the World Team King Champion, TUNER MARK.
I'm back and got them hollows, bitch, I bring the heat. Pull up on your block and wet up the spot shut down the whole street. Bullet shells hitting the pavement like it was raindrops. I am the ghost and I am the killer, scoping the Glock, you equipping the red dot, you try.
And the final competitor, he holds a professional record of 8 wins and 3 losses, representing the United Kingdom, Ash.
Hand of a god, I'm the dawn messiah, I'm the vengeful one. In the blackest moments of a die.
Alright, and here we are in the second main event of the evening. This is for the World King Championship. Ash 46 versus TUNER MARK versus Mini Alex versus Dundee versus Tokio. The winner of this match will be crowned the World King Champion. Now this is a very interesting match. Now in the contender match, it was actually Mini Alex who won that contender match and earned himself a spot. However, it's Aleski who is not in this game. He's not able to make it to this match. So the person who came second, who was KangaDundee, takes Aleski's spot, and now it is a fight between these 5 players right here for the championship. And these 2 are undoubtedly in the top 5 right here, the top 5 players in the league as of right now. We'll see what happens. Dundee does start off with it, loses it to Alex, but Alex loses it right back to Dundee, and now it looks like Dundee is making a run for it, although he does start off with it, so Dundee will have to play with the 10-second disadvantage. We'll see what happens here. Now TUNER MARK gets it and is making a run for it. We'll see what happens here. He's again in the 599XXE as we saw earlier in his championship winning match against TopGearTim and F50. We'll see what happens here, and Tokio comes in out of nowhere and gets the crown. And let's see what happens here. Here comes Ash though, going for the cutoff, and he makes it. And not even a minute in, everybody's touched the crown at least once. Ash making it up his way up, but Alex goes for the cutoff and gets it. And now here goes Alex going for the run here, also in a 599XX I believe, and KangaDundee in an AMR takes it away from Alex. Let's see what happens here. He's making a run for it. He will have to watch out for everybody that is chasing him, but he does have a clear path in front of him. Nobody's in front of him, but TUNER MARK catches up. Just such a great driver, able to follow Dundee and tag him, take the better line than the person with the crown himself. And now it's TUNER racking up 30 seconds and counting. Here goes Ash going for the cutoff, unable to do it, and Dundee also missing. Tokio also following closely behind, but TUNER MARK is able to just run away from it. And Alex and Dundee going for the cutoff, but TUNER smartly turns around and makes a run for it as he takes first place now. And TUNER Coming into the other side of the corridors now. Ash following closely behind. Enter Tokio going for the cutoff here. Will he be successful? No, he's not. And Alex going for the cutoff as well, and is not successful either. Tuner Mark just able to run it absolutely clean here. Nobody's there to really cut him off except for Tokio there, but Tuner goes on the inside and Alex following closely behind, but he's just not fast enough. Nobody goes for the hard cutoff on Tuner Mark. He's going on the very outside here. Again, nobody there to cut him off. Tuner is just able to run it here. An open field, a minute 15 and counting for him. And here goes Alex going for the cutoff, and he is successful. Car versus car in this scenario here. Got both or should I say driver versus driver, both in the same car here. Mini Alex with 21 seconds, but gets swiped by Tokio. And now he is making a run for it in his FXXK. And everybody's just on the chase right now. Nobody really to cut him off, although Dundee goes for the cutoff, but Ash is the one who makes a stop to that run and is able to get it in his AMR. Now he's going to take the same route, goes on the outside. I believe there's at least somebody there to cut him off. Tuner Mark's right there, but it's to enter Tokio who gets the crown from Ash. And it's Tokio who needs to make a run. Now Tuner Mark does have a slightly comfortable lead at this point, but I don't want to call it too early because there's still almost 7 minutes in the game, but this match is still very close. Only about a minute separates first and last place, and Mr. Mini Alex runs into the containers there, unfortunately, and Dundee is able to capitalize on that as he racks up 50 seconds and counting. Here comes Ash though, going for the cut, unable to do it, and here comes Tuner Mark. Will he be able to tag him? No, he does not, and Tokio comes in and is able to pick it right off of Dundee here as Enter Tokio takes advantage of the ghost through Ash, but Tuner Mark is there to stop that run, and he is going to continue adding on to his lead. Here comes Mr. Mini Alex going for the cutoff, unable to do it. Enter Tokio unable to do it, and Dundee as well missing. Holy crap, did you see that sequence of events? All three of them just missing one by one. What an absolute play by Tuner Mark as he goes around on the other side of the corridor, and he makes a turnaround again. Very smart move, but here comes Dundee going for the cutoff. Will he be able to get it? No, he doesn't. Alex comes in for the steal. It doesn't work out for him. Enter Tokio goes for the reverse. It doesn't do it. Tuner Mark absolutely running the crap out of that 599 XXE. And he goes around on the outside of the corridor again, and you know, if it works for first time, he'll try it again. And KangaDundee makes a stop to that run, and now he has a minute on the board with everybody chasing him. Enter Tokio right there, and Alex going for the outside line. Will he be able to take it from here? He does not, as Dundee makes a run on the inside of the corridor here. Tuner Mark goes for the cutoff here. I believe somebody is chasing him. I can't quite see who that is. I believe that is Ash. And who is that cutting off? Nobody's there to cut him off. Kanga's got an open field in front of him. Now it's him taking the outside of the corridor here with Mark III Mini Alex closely behind him. And man, what a close match. Mark III Mini Alex, or Mr. Mini Alex, I apologize, is able to get it from Dundee there. But Dundee takes it again, showing him that the crown is his. And Tuner Mark is right on his tailpipes, but he's not allowing Tuner Mark to get it so easily. But he does corner himself, unfortunately. Tuner Mark will take full advantage of that. You know, he's probably one of the most efficient players right now in the world, and any sort of mistakes that you do, he will capitalize on it. But it's KangaDundee who capitalizes on Tuner's mistake. And Ash going for the cutoff, but almost gets it, but doesn't. And Tuner Mark not letting up easy at all, is still on the chase. But here comes Ash. He goes for the cutoff. Will he be able to do it? And he does in his AMR Pro. Now Ash also a very fantastic player. He's one of the best racers in the game, and that, you know, doesn't automatically translate into King, but it still shows that, you know, the ability to know how to drive absolutely helps in a scenario like this. Loses it to Dundee, and then Ash gets it right back, however, showing him exactly why he belongs in this match. He takes it on around the outside. I find it hard to believe anybody will actually be able to take a better line than Ash. But Tokio comes in and just runs it as Ash was slowing down. Tokio takes full advantage of it. Here comes Tokio going on the inside of the corridor in his yellow FXXK rather. Ash is right behind him. Tuner Mark goes for the cutoff. Just barely misses. Tokio backs up, but Ash is right there to capitalize on it. 45 seconds and counting for Ash. Passes up Tokio on the leaderboard. 3.5 minutes remaining in the match. Here comes Tuner Mark. He misses. Tokio going in for the tag as well and misses, but Tuner Mark recovers and gets it again. 2 minutes and 15 seconds and counting, but Dundee's right there with 2 minutes as well. A very close match between Tuner and Dundee right now. Less than 30 seconds separate these two. Here comes Mr. Mini Alex going for the cutoff. Unable to do it. Ash also right behind him. Tuner Mark turns around. Nobody's in front of him. He's going to have a clear run once again. Tokio trying to follow Tuner, but it's unable to do it. And Tuner again just smartly turns around, but Mark 3 Mini Alex is right there to cut him off. Absolutely reading Tuner Mark there. 45 seconds and counting for Alex there. Tuner Mark is right there on the chase, but so is everybody else, and it's Dundee who capitalizes on it. Now he's only got about 30, well, he's got about less than 3 minutes in the game, but he's only about 30 seconds behind Tuner Mark now, but he does have to play with that 10-second disadvantage. But Alex makes a stop to that run, and now he is going to go on a run, but Tokio makes a stop to that run. 50 seconds and counting for Tokio, and Tuner Mark is right there. Oh my god, Tuner Mark not letting up so easy. Enter Tokio, thought he was going to get away with it, and it was a very close and valiant effort by Tokio, but Tuner Mark just too good with the the 599XXE, and is able to capitalize off that. But Tokio comes in out the cuts, out of nowhere, and absolutely swipes it from Tuner Mark here as he racks up a minute. Here comes Dundee though, going for the cut and doesn't do it. Alex going for the cut as well, and so is Tuner Mark. But Tokio makes it out of the pole pack here. Nobody's in front of him. He's got a clear path, but everybody's still chasing him. And Ash goes for the cut, or is trying to reroute here, but it's actually Dundee who stayed on the chase, which paid out for him. 2 minutes and 20 seconds and counting for him. But Ash makes a stop to that run, and he is moving back up the ranks now. Now 3 people are chasing him, 1 person cutting him off, and Dundee just right in the perfect spot, perfect place, perfect time. Ash did not see him. Dundee gets ran into by the crown, which is what he wanted, which is what he was going for. 2 minutes and 30 for Dundee, and Alex just narrowly missing. Here comes Ash, also narrowly missing. Dundee turns around, and he makes it through the tubes here. Here comes Tokio. Will he be able to cut him off? No, he doesn't. Dundee runs on the outside. Alex goes for the cut. Doesn't do it, but Tokio is the one that gets it. Only 10 seconds between first and second. Tokio now with the run here. Here comes Tuner Mark. He goes and gets it taken by Tuner Mark here. Now Tuner Mark, he has to keep it for a little bit because Dundee still has time. Although he still has to play with that 10-second disadvantage, he still has the time to do it. Ash going for the cut, doesn't do it. Dundee going for the cutoff, but Tuner smartly turns around. Tokio so close, right on his tailpipes, doesn't do it. And Dundee getting it with 40 seconds remaining. He can just do it. If he keeps it for the rest of the match, he can just do it. But oh, Tokio is right there to intercept him. What a match. And I believe that will be it for Tuner Mark. And Dundee gets it. 25 seconds remaining, but I don't think there is enough time for Dundee to beat Tuner by 10 seconds because of that 10-second disadvantage. But it doesn't matter anyways, as Alex makes a stop to that run, trying to, get out of last place here, and he does, but loses it right to Tokio. Tied for 4th and 5th there, and Tokio gets the crown. A minute 40 and counting, and he will shut the game down, keeping it for the end of the game here. What an absolutely fantastic match, and congratulations to Tuner Mark, who just became the World King Champion. What a match. Congratulations. The winner of this match, and new World King Champion, Tuner Mark. Alright, so I'm here with the winner, Tuner Mark. Congratulations on becoming the first ever World King Championship, or World King Champion rather. What's going through your mind right now?
Shit. That was crazy. That was a good ass game.
It was definitely
Dundee?
a very close match. Dundee was catching up to you near the end there. Were you panicking? Were you scared? What was going through your mind then?
I was just thinking in my head like, oh shit, there's not much more time and shit. So I was like, could somebody like pick it off of him at least or something? Just so the time go down or whatever, or I have to get it.
Right.
But yeah, it was a close game.
Absolutely, came down to the last seconds there.
Yeah, props to all of them.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations on becoming the first ever World King Champion, Tuner. And everybody's going to be gunning for that championship now, so better watch your back. Alright, congratulations, and good luck in the future.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
And congratulations to all the winners today who walked away as champions. But guys, that is all the time we have for you today. I've been your host, TopGearTim. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I'll catch you guys on next week's show on UKC2. Peace.